and welcome back to Simply Pilates Fitness. This is a Pilates Power Gym Pro. It's a compact reformer that you can purchase online. Very affordable, takes up a little bit of space. It's on wheels, you can prop it up against a wall, and it makes for a great workout when you're trying to mix it up and you're used to using the reformer and you can't get to one right now. So I'm just going to show you a couple things that I do to stretch and play around on it. So I'm going to stand on the back end. Right now, these cords are the resistance cords. I have it on the tightest. I have it on 4, just because I want it to help me. For right now, this is actually going to help out. I'm going to put my foot over the bar, resting my foot on the slider. I put my back leg that's on the ground nice and straight. I posture up. I use this sliding board forward and pulling it back. So right now I'm trying to keep my hips squared. I've got the heel of my forward going foot driving into that board. I'm trying to lengthen through the crown of my head, keeping my chest soft, and I'm straightening out that front leg, getting a real big stretch through the back of the leg while engaging the core. And I've got lots of stability here. I'm not at all concerned about falling over because I'm grabbing onto many points here. Even though I'm grabbing onto this bar here, I am still focusing on posturing up, keeping shoulders back, chest soft, breathing, inhale, exhale. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to the other side. So I'm going to bring my back leg in. Throw my other leg around. Going to readjust with my other leg going forward. Leg goes back. Front leg, you'll see I'm at like a 90-degree angle here. And I drive heel forward to get that extension through that front leg. Again, both my hip bones are pointed forward. You don't want any external rotation at the hips here. Focusing on posturing up, breathing. Lots of work through that back leg to stabilize me. Great stretch through the front of the legs. I try to straighten that front leg. 3 more here. 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to bring that back leg in. I'm going to step off. I'm going to tighten this just one additional so I get a little bit more resistance. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the 2 cord as well. I take my front leg, so my right leg's going forward. I want to have my heel hanging off the back of this so that my heel is going to be doing the pushing up against the edge of that sliding board. Weight distributes forward, lots of push through those hands as you hold on to that bar through the straight leg. You're going to hinge forward, chest comes up, slider goes forward. I'm going to hinge back for 4. Here we go, there's 2. And 3, keeping your breath up, trying to keep that nice straight alignment in the spine. Last one, I'm going to come back. I'm going to swing my back straight leg around to the side, and I go again for 4, and slide back. So I'm really dipping tailbone, raising tailbone to sky by pulling through the abdominals. 3, and 1, swinging leg back. Go ahead and dismount, swinging other leg around. So now left leg comes forward. I hinge forward, lots of length through that front leg. Back leg now comes up off of the floor. Both legs are straight. I dip tailbone down, straightening front leg. I pull those hips up for 1. So you're going to feel that big pull through the abdominals trying to lift you up. Not to mention a whole lot of upper body strength to push you up also. Here's our last one. Back leg. I have a little bit of a bend just because I don't want it to touch the ground. I'm swinging my right leg around. It goes forward and I dip down for 4 and pull up. And 3. And 2. Last one. Try to slide back with control. Swing leg around and hop off. And okay. I have my resistance bands on a 4 and a 2, giving it lots of resistance. I'm going to show you just a couple things we can do for the arms and the core using just the little hand straps that they give you. So go ahead, find your position, lay your head back on the pad, position your shoulders up against the pads that they offer. find those hoops for your hands. So for right now, I'm going to take my legs up into a tabletop position. I'm leaving my feet up so all of the work is being done through my arms. I'm going to push my arms up and I'm going to float arms down and back up. I'm trying to control my motion here. Lots of length through crown of the head. Big pull through the abdominals, keeping stabilized while I alternate here. Up and down. We're going to go ahead and add some circles here. So arms are circling around up to the top, pressing down, circling around to the top for 2. And 3. And 4. 5. We have one more here, and then we're going to reverse direction only to add a little bit more of a challenge. I'm going to lengthen my legs out here. I'm going to circle around first and allow my arms to float up to sky. I circle here for 2. A little bit more work, holding yourself into this core position. Trying to stay in that neutral spine. One more as I circle around. I come up. I float hands down, leave legs here. Pushing and lifting through that upper body, I start my hundreds. Inhale, exhale. So crown of the head is lifted. Neck is comfortable. I'm looking down towards my thighs. Inhaling, exhaling, pulling navel to spine, keeping shoulders out of the ears. Lots of length through those fingertips. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more here. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Stop the hands and slowly come down with control. Beautiful. All right, one more move here. Arms are going to go wide. We're going into the chest. Elbows go wide while we press out. Going out to a V position. We press, we slowly release, press, and release. You want to watch your wrists here. Make sure you don't get a big kink in your wrist. What I mean by that is I don't want your wrists to be flexed. I want a nice straight line here. I go from bent elbow to lengthened out through the arm. And 4, and 3, and 2, 1, we pull in, and we release. Whew. Sitting up nice and tall, that feels good. One more thing I'm going to do. We did upper body, let's get into some lower body. I'm going to place my foot up against where my shoulder just had been. Toes go down, heel gets flexed and pressed into that. I'm going to be going into some back lunges. So what I want you to be cautious of here is your front leg is going to go to a 90 degree angle right here. Your shin is going to be perpendicular to the floor. You can't really see it because I'm right in front of this, but I'll go on the other side in a moment. You're sliding back. You're trying to lengthen through that back leg, digging into that hip flexor down towards the mat. Hips stay squared. You're not opening. We're going to go for 6. So we go down for 1. And up. Inhale. Down for 2. Exhale. And 3. And 4. You can always have your hand out touching this bar in case you're worried about balance. Otherwise, arms can go out in front of you. Stay down for pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3. Stay pulled up. 2, 1. Bring that slider bit back in nice and slow. We go to the other side. So now I go left leg goes back. The outside leg is the one that's going to be on the mat in front of you. So go on out into that slid out position so that your back leg's nice and long. Checking your alignment of front leg. Perpendicular, shin to mat. There we go. So we're back. So we're going for a 6. This time we're going to do no hands. So you can see shoulders back, postured up for 1. Inhale, exhale. On the stand, I want you to dig through that front heel, pushing yourself up, imagining the heel pressing through the back of the leg all the way up into your abdominals, increasing that tightening engagement. Inhale, exhale, last one here for 6, and now we pulse for 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, keeping abs engaged, 2, 1. Go ahead and slowly bring the carriage back, and we step off. Whew. I don't know about you, but my legs are tight. Well done. I just wanted to show you another attachment that we have for our Pilates Power Gym. These are straps. They're nice and cushioned. They go around your ankles. It comes with a longer cord that you attach that moves the carriage. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this around my ankle on the one side. Very simple, it's just using Velcro, putting the other ankle around it. It's adjustable to different sizes. So you work on it. Right now I have my carriage resistant set at a 4 and a 2. I'm gonna go ahead and slide back here into my positioning. I'm gonna put these cords a little bit towards the outside. I'm gonna externally rotate my legs. From here, I'm gonna release and relax my upper body into the carriage, tightening my abdominals. Arms are nice and long by my side. Crown of the head is pulling long. Externally rotating the feet, I'm gonna slide down and let those feet come back up nice and slow, fighting the resistance for it to sling back up. So I'm controlling the legs as they come back up. I slide down. I lift, zipping up through those inner thighs, lots of length happening. Heels are not coming apart at all, quite yet. We're gonna add on in a moment. We got 2 more. Lengthen and lift. On this next lengthen, I want you to stay out long, and you're gonna be clicking your heels, pointed toes. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and slide up. Slide back down. We're now going to flex our heels and we click. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can feel those inner thighs pointing the toes. I want you to slide back up. We're going to go into some circles away from each other. So legs come down. They circle around to the outside and they come back up to top. The carriage has released. I'm pressing away with the carriage, and then I circle around as I slowly come back up to top with control. We go again for 3 and up, trying to stop the carriage from hitting with any abrupt stop, anticipating it coming and stopping it before that happens. Here's our last one, and then we reverse direction. So I open feet at the top and I circle around and away, opening carriage, feet together. I slowly return carriage to top. Keeping abdominals engaged. Here's your fluidity. Keep going here. Inhale, exhale, 2 more. Inhale, exhale, keeping tension out of the chest. Exhale. Excellent. From here, I want you to lift the upper body. I want you to pull the legs along. Here I alternate, pulling in knee, other leg goes straight. Again, you're stopping it before the carriage lands back at a release. You're anticipating that for 4. Inhale, exhale, inhale. 2 more on each side. And bend the knees, slowly release. I'm going to bring these cords towards the inside of my ankles. Heels are going to come together, so I'm in my frog position. Pressing yourself back into those shoulders, and arms go long. Upper body rests, and I extend, zipping through the thighs. Pulling back together, not feeling it touch, going back again. I'm trying to go at a low diagonal here, trying to lengthen out as much as I can while still maintaining that neutral spine. Trying to hold that natural curve in the spine, straightening the legs, and slowly opening. Big inner thighs here. 3 and 2 and sliding board. Whew, feels good. Now I lengthen out my legs. Holding my legs here, I lift one leg up. I start my circles. Inhale, exhale, stop. Inhale, exhale, stop. Lots of length through that stabilizing leg that is not doing the circles. No movement at the pelvis while I circle around. Reverse direction here for 5 and 4 and 3. Good job. Keep going. 2 and 1. Slowly lower leg down. Lots of length growing through that leg, attaching to the footboard. Lifting up my left leg. Lots of length through both legs here. I start my circles. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. And 3, sweeping to the top. And 4. And here's our last one. Now we reverse. Foot is at an external rotation to keep any clicking out of that hip. 3, we have 2 more here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Lengthen that leg down. Slowly bend the knees. Go ahead and pull your knees to chest to feel the release. Power Gym. And we're going to do a mermaid. We're going to work on the upper body. We're going to work on an opening of the chest along with our shoulders and the outer arms. So sitting in mermaid position, our knees are apart, our feet are apart. Both feet are making contact with the carriage. So go ahead and grab onto your handle. We want to posture up here. Find that position where we feel engagement through the core, chest is soft, crown of the head's lifted, shoulders are down. We go and take the handle, palm is facing me, elbow is the first thing to drive up, and then I open arm up. I reverse, slow and controlled, releasing the carriage. I go again, elbow comes up, and then I open to diagonal. I slow hand down, and I release. We go again for 3. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Good job. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Right now my resistance is on a 3. The 4 was a little too much for me, so I released it down. We're going to go on to the other side. So 3 for me was perfect. If I try to release it too much and there's not enough resistance, my carriage has a hard time sliding back. So, excuse my back, but this is what it looks like from the back, which might be useful. Stacking, both feet making contact, grabbing with the opposite arm, posturing up, starting with that elbow lift and then extension to the diagonal. Slowly bring back to chest. Slowly side down for 1. And we open for 2. And close. Open for 3. And close. I feel my back working here. My shoulder. I really want to drive that elbow up first. Getting into the chest. And we have 1 more here. We pull up. We extend. And we slowly release. Great job. All right. Well, that's all I've got for the mermaid stretches for today. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll catch you next time. Take care. Stay safe.